Welcome to Build the Weight Loss Practice of Your Dreams. I'm your host, Carol Clark, and today we are talking about how to create e-newsletters that you love to send and that your patients love to receive. Now, I am a prolific content creator. It's something that I have found to enjoy quite a bit, whether it is writing content for our patients or for my clients who are weight loss practitioners across the US. I really enjoy creating content. And for our practice, anyhow, we have used e-newsletters successfully for over a decade. And it's something that we have relied on heavily for a number of reasons. And I'm going to share with you today how to do that pretty quickly and efficiently. And I find when I'm working with clients, this is something that they're a little bit resistant to. But as soon as we set up a system for that and they find that in membership there is pre-created content all ready to deploy for them that is appropriate for bariatric patients, it becomes really something that they start to enjoy a lot more because you're not always trying to come up with content for that. But let me tell you a few reasons why e-newsletters are extremely helpful. First of all, it's a great way for you to educate your patients about the things that they want to know and the things that they need to know, which are sometimes two different things. So it's a great way for you to educate them in a very engaging way, doing short, quick articles or videos, that sort of thing. The second thing is it increases engagement. Your patients hear from you on a much more regular basis, and so it keeps you a little bit more top of mind. It helps to keep them better on track and also remind them that we are all going to make missteps along the way and that you are there for them if they have a misstep. So that's another great thing, is it's a way to increase engagement. It's also, like I say, when you're doing your education, you can also be educating them about things that are going on in your office. The third reason why they are great is that it helps increase sales. And although your call to action in sales is a very small, maybe 10% of your e-newsletter, it is a great way for you to promote the awesome things that you have going on in your practice, the new products that you have, the new services, new team members, anything like that. So it's a great way to do that. And the other best thing about it is that it's on a platform of your own. So meaning it's something that you own. It's your email list. It's your patients who have sought you out. It's your patients who are considering, or prospective patients who are considering using you for their services, for your services. So it's a great way to engage those people contemplating using your services and those that are really using your services and loving what you're doing. So we want to keep these short enough. So if you are going to get your best return on investment for any e-newsletter that you send, here are a couple ways to do that. First of all, really know your audience and deliver what they want consistently. So sending an e-newsletter once a month, once every quarter, something like that is not really very effective because it's not really keeping people more engaged. And so I like to send them weekly. I am really good about this in our weight loss practice. I can improve on that for Weight Loss Practice Builder and that sort of thing. I'm always in touch with our members, but anyhow, it is a great way for you to do that and to try to do it weekly. To start, do it once a month if you want. And I really do encourage you to keep it to a pretty concise format versus some really long involved thing. People just don't have the time for that and they don't have the bandwidth for it. So we are used to getting things in quick tidbits. We want it to be very meaningful and helpful. So first of all, you want to make sure that you know what they want and deliver that to them consistently. Secondly, you want to create a very easy format. I was just doing this with 3 or 4 clients this week. And so we are determining what their e-newsletter is going to look like. So I recommend a few things. First of all, it has to be branded. So we want to make sure it has your colors. We want to make sure it has your logo. We want to make sure that it is set up to deliver the same things in a similar format every single week. So people they get used to knowing and looking for that content. So as an example, you might have your logo or a graphic up at the top, and then you want to make sure that you have some sort of a helpful, quick article. For weight loss, you can have a recipe that they can link to, download, have a shopping list with it if you want to, but all those can be sort of links that go along with a graphic. Then you want a success story perhaps, so they can get some added motivation, and then a call to action about something new going on in your office, a way for them to engage with you, a way for them to purchase that new product, whatever it is, some call to action to reach out to you if they need further assistance, reach out to you if they're ready to get started, reach out to you if they're ready to get back on track. any of those sorts of things. And always at the bottom include a way for them to unsubscribe and make sure that your website's included. So there are lots of different software platforms out there for delivering e-newsletters with a high deliverability rate. I usually see what people have already, or maybe there's something that's integrated into your EMR that you're using. There are lots of choices out there. So we want to make sure it's something that you have an accurate list and that it grows over time. So as you have new patients inquiring, you have new patients who are interested in using your services, you want to make sure they get added to your e-newsletter list. So you want to make sure all that's up to date. Then you want to really make sure that you're balancing and leveraging your content. So what do I mean by that? I like to have about 90% of it really useful, quick information that they can implement today or use, whether it's a recipe or whether it's a quick fitness video or a fitness tip or something that is very motivational for them. So you want to make sure in that little bit of an educational newsletter. So you want to make sure that it is well balanced. Only about 10%, sometimes even less, is that call to action or anything that's very salesy. Because our purpose really is to say, is this something that will help someone? And is what we're telling them true? Is it something that's going to be really helpful and true for their weight loss journey? So we want to make sure we include that. We want to balance that. Now, leveraging your content, what I mean by that is if you are someone that I've worked with and we've created a lot of videos for you or blogs, or we've got a lot of that stuff posted, this is a great way to build backlinks into your website to increase the reach of your all of your YouTube videos. And it's also a great way to get more reviews by having a way for them to leave a review. So those automatic links to your Facebook page or your Google listing for a review. So those sorts of things are easy to embed in there. It's a good way to take any content you have out there, whether it's a blog or video or anything that you've created or I've helped you create, and we link that in your newsletter. It also provides them with a way to share it with other people so that you get more eyes on your content, more eyes on what you're doing, so that you're not the best kept secret in town. So that's another helpful tip for that. The other thing, like I mentioned, just to have a primary call to action in terms of what that purpose is for there, that little 10%, and then measure your key performance indicators. So in your e-newsletter, you can track your deliverability rate, your opt-out, the open rate, the click-through rate, all those sorts of things. I've written numerous articles. I've got, actually, if you ever ask me probably about almost any topic, I probably have a resource for it. So reach out to me if you want any of that. Carol, Karol, at weightlosspracticebuilder.com, almost any topic, or go to weightlosspracticebuilder.com/free and you'll see a whole bunch of them there. But anyhow, there are lots of statistics that you can track and see what's getting the best engagement, what's getting the most click-throughs, what's getting read the most. And a big part of that too, of course, is your headlines. So making sure that it is something that is easy to digest, that you know people want, something, if you're not going to, let's take a common topic such as water. So rather than saying, why is water important for you? Everybody knows water is important. Just what they really need to know is your top 3 tips for how to get your water in every day, even if you can't stand drinking water, those sorts of things. So you want to make sure that something that's going to grab their attention, something that's going to make them want to open that up. Or if it's a particular holiday and you want to include a specific recipe and you want to share with them that this is a really healthy low carb recipe included in this newsletter, somehow to entice them to open up the newsletter. So those are my top tips. And e-newsletters are a great way, like I say, to stay in contact with your patients. I help people do this all the time, and it really can take on a life of its own, and it doesn't have to be difficult, especially if you keep it concise. And if you're a member of Bariatric Business Boss, I have literally well over a year's worth of content in there that you can use for weekly e-newsletters. I've got over a year's worth, so that you can pull the articles that you like, pull the recipes you like, pull the motivational graphics that you like. It's all just there waiting for you to use in your e-newsletters. So anyhow, along with lots of other goodies. So reach out to me if you have questions, Carol, Karol, at weightlosspracticebuilder.com. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast, please do, or subscribe to the channel. And I do appreciate that very much. I look forward to getting to know you better. And in the meantime, reach out if you have questions, like I said, and have a great day. Thanks so much.